Hey there, Mike Guinera here. Welcome to A Skeptic's Journey. Today I want to talk a little about Ogham or Ogham. It is pronounced Ogham in modern Irish and Ogham in Old Irish. I said modern Irish in air quotes because it's still a very old language despite it being modern. Since I'm currently learning the Connemara dialect of modern Irish, I will stick to the modern pronunciation for consistency. So, what is the Ogham, you might ask? Well, it's an ancient writing system. It's not a language. Let me make that clear. Ogham is just a writing system. Each individual symbol of the Ogham is called a fid. The plural form for multiple fid is feta. The original 20 feta of the Ogham alphabet provided a symbolic writing system to express primitive Irish. During the classical time, an additional 5 feta were added to bring it to a total of 25 feta, sorted into sets of 5 feta each. Each set of 5 is called an acma. Multiple sets are called an acme. The additional 5 feta are called 4 feta and were added to better facilitate manuscript writing in the Ogham system. It is not known where or when the Ogham writing system was invented, nor who invented it. There are many theories abound. We know for sure that the Ogham existed at least as far back as 400 CE. There are many examples of Ogham letters carved into stones in Ireland, and to a much smaller extent in Scotland and Wales. What exactly does an Ogham symbol look like? Well, there is a vertical stave in the middle, with lines crossing it on either side at varying angles. You'll see some of this Ogham when I show you my set shortly. It is written vertically from bottom to top, or horizontally from left to right, and the left to right horizontally more came into being when it started to be used for manuscripts. In addition to being a writing system, the Ogham has other purposes, such as divination, meditation, and journeying. So let's talk about divination. We all have our thoughts on divination, but what exactly is it? So I went to the Merriam-Webster dictionary online, and it defines it as the art or practice that seeks to foresee or foretell the future events or discover hidden knowledge, usually by interpretation of omens or by the aid of supernatural powers. Unusual insight, intuitive perception. Okay, so that, guys probably know if you've read any of my articles, I kind of get a kick out of the etymology of words. So the word divination comes from a Latin word, divinationem, which means to foresee, predict, understand, or be inspired by God. So the original divination was just related to God and nothing else. But over time, the word divination morphed into not only applying to God, but into other things. Presently, divination is not just about learning or predicting the future, but it's also about self-reflection and learning about oneself. This can be not even just through the Ogham. It could be through tarot cards, oracle cards, runes, a whole bunch of other things. Symbols for the feta of the Ogham represent more than just letters. Each fid has many other meanings. There are lists of these meanings for the feta for a number of different topics, not just trees. That's a big misconception. People call this the language of the trees. Well, first of all, it's not a language. And second of all, it's not particularly of the trees. People have taken as fact a faulty writing from a while back by Robert Graves and have each fid assigned to a tree. And that's just wrong. Some are trees, but not all of them. But there are many lists of different topics and areas, and there's meanings for each of the fid. Or I should say each of the feta. So there's a lot more than just trees with Ogham. It's not the language or the system of the trees or anything like that. So my understanding is that if you want to read for the future, one would cast or draw a few feta and then read the messages in them. This is not for me. I'm not interested in reading the future. I'm not the slightest bit convinced there's anything there, and there are much better things to occupy my time than to try and testing that. So that type of divination is kind of out for me. However, I do believe in using the Ogham and other divination tools for self-reflection. That I think could be valuable. Still in the testing phases, but I do think that can be valuable. So spending time studying the Ogham, getting to learn it, and developing a connection to it can possibly draw thoughts from your subconscious, help you work through issues, and help you see yourself more objectively. It might not always be pleasant, but it can make you a better person. It can make you more balanced, more grounded, help your mental health, hint, hint, by giving you peace of mind. So I'm almost halfway through a course at the Irish Pagan School called the Ogham Journeys course. This is the last time my class is the last class that will have this super duper deep dive. So I'm glad I got in just in time. So I'm about halfway through, or the course is about halfway through. I'm a little behind in my studies, so I do have some catching up to do. But I will report back to you once I finish the course and I've put the knowledge I acquire through the paces and see what works and what doesn't. So now let me show you some Ogham, and we'll take it from there. Okay, so now I'm going to show you my Ogham set. Before I do that, I want to mention that you don't need any crazy fancy set to get started with Ogham or investigating your curiosities or your possible interests in it. You can go to Etsy or the like and purchase for a few bucks a PDF of the Ogham, and then you can just print it out onto paper and cut it up, or onto cardstock. And basically, you don't have to start with any type of expensive set or anything fancy if you just want to check it out first. It might even be the better way to go. So what you're looking at right now is a free resource from the Irish Pagan School / Ogham Academy, which is basically an Ogham cheat sheet. And as you can see, we have the first ACMA, the second ACMA, the third ACMA, and the fourth ACMA. So, as I mentioned, the Ogham FID, each individual letter symbol, is a vertical line with other lines intersecting it, crossing it, either on one side or both sides of the stave, and either straight or in diagonal directions. So let me show you my FID, my Ogham set. I should say my Theta, my Ogham set, and then I will lay out each of my staves by the respective FID on the cheat sheet, so you can see that. So this is my Ogham set. Really like it a lot. It's a little bit fancy. It's basically, I think, compressed wood, laser etched. I purchased it on Etsy. I will leave a link below where I got it if anyone's interested. So basically, open up the box, and this Ogham set, and then they give you little instructions, which is nice. But this box is the Ogham symbols are all engraved onto little wood pieces. I find this very nice, very classy looking. Now easy to use if you wanna take them all and cast them, or do something like that to read, or you can just stick them in a little bag and just reach around randomly and pull one out. So this is my set, and this is what it looks like, and I think this is a great set. It's not big. It doesn't take up a lot of room. So they're pleasant to look at. That's just me. This is what I like. So I'm going to pull this out of the way a little bit so we can set these up. So right here we have Nin. As you can see, we have the stave with 4 lines coming out from the right. Oh, that's not Nin. I'm sorry. It's Sol. Actually, I should probably go through that first. The pronunciations of each one. Be, Lush, Fern, Sol, Nin, Hua, Dar, Tin, Kal, Kert, Moon, Gort, Natal, Straff, Roosh, Alam, On, Ur, Edad, Idad. So those are your pronunciations, or at least as best as I know. Okay, so we have our stave, and it's going to point up. That's an important thing I didn't mention before. Because remember, top to bottom. So we actually have it, it's 4 on the left. So this is going to be call. And this one's just going to be 2 across. Yes, I'm still learning these. Don't get on me. I am still learning these. Or maybe I'm wrong, and maybe it does point down. Because I don't see these. No, here it is. This is on. Yeah, because I always thought it pointed up. It made more sense. Then we have 3. We have or. And then we have 3 to the left, which is tin. Hoa. Sorry, I can't see. Edad. Nope, sorry, it's only on one side. 2, 3, 4. Do I have these reversed? Yeah. Yeah. Carrot. Coal. Sorry guys, trying to do this looking around the camera. And like I said, I'm very new at this. So I do not have these memorized. Loosh. Sol. Straff. Edad. Sorry, I have to turn this over. I can't get the ones in the bottom out very easily. Oh, no, I'm shaking the camera too. Okay, give me a second. These are the same one. No, that was Edad. This is Idad. Moon. Nin. Be. Dar. Ogham. Fern. I'm sorry, this was actually Rush. Straff. For some reason, I can't see very well at the distance to see how many lines there are, but so just bear with me. Natal and Gort. So there is my whole set of Ogham staves. Like I said, I am just learning. My course is halfway through, and I think I've only gotten through four lessons. 4 out of the 11 lessons so far. Only covering like 3 of the symbol letters. So yeah, I have a long way to go. So apologies for any confusion putting these out, but I really have a lot of hope that there'll be something helpful for mental health in the Ogham. We'll see. So that's about it for the Ogham, but I do want to show you one other thing. So what I want to show you now is my rune set, not R-U-I-N, R-U-N-E. Some call them Viking runes, some call them Nordic runes, what have you. So I'm going to see if I could slide this in here without dropping them all over the place. So this is my rune set. They're pretty cool. You can see that. Sorry about shaking the camera there. The light's not as good higher up. But, how can I do this? give you a better feel for what they are without knocking it all over. So similar to the Ogham staves, they kind of do a lot of the same things. They're used for divination, for telling the future, for inner reflection, meditation, all sorts of things. And similar to the Ogham, they could be cast, which I'm not going to do. You know, kind of throw them all and read them how they come up, picking them just randomly out of a bag or whatever. But you know, this is my Rune Set, and I can't tell you anything about it other than I have it, and I'll get to it eventually. And they gave me this kind of not stone, I guess it's some sort of plastic, it doesn't feel like it, tray, which I have no idea what the meaning is and how you use it with the staves. But I figured it was a good tray to hold them on to show you what the runes were that I have. Yeah, I think they're pretty cool. And the backs are even kind of nice. So, in any event, that is my Ogham set and my Rune set, and I hope you enjoyed seeing them. Well, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed my little brief Ogham presentation and enjoyed seeing my actual Ogham set and the added bonus of my Rune set. I love my Ogham set. I think it's very classy. It wasn't extremely expensive. And like, as I mentioned, I will put the link to it down in this description below. If you like this video, please like it with a thumbs up on YouTube and subscribe to my YouTube channel. That makes all the world of difference. But most importantly, please subscribe to my newsletter. You'll receive a free copy of my forthcoming guide, How to Naturally Relieve Mental Health Challenges by Living a Celtic Lifestyle. I'm really excited about this guide. So definitely you want to sign up for the newsletter so you don't miss my guide. The subscription link is below, and it's also join-free-guide.mikeguarneri.com. But definitely just pull it from the description below. And you'll be all set to join up for my newsletter. Many thanks for watching, and take care. Goodbye.